Welcome to Bobbi Jo's. Today I'm participating in the Cake Fest 2026 collaboration. It's hosted by MTN Grandma and Life in the Piedmont. Go check out their channels and also check out the other channels participating in this collaboration to see all of the yummy cakes everybody's making. My birthday's tomorrow. It's February 13th. My birthday is on the 14th. So I'm going to make my birthday cake today. I'm just showing y'all my pretty flowers I just got from my dear friend Ann. She lives down in Florida. I am going to be making a low-carb lemon cream cake with blueberry topping. So stay tuned and I will show you how to make that. The first step is preheating your oven to 325. So I just turned my oven on 325. You also want to prepare two 8-inch cake pans. I have put parchment paper in the bottom of both of these, and I've also greased them. I sprayed them with some olive oil. I'm going to set that to the side. We're going to get our mixing bowl. Okay, a large mixing bowl, we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of almond flour, 1/3 cup of whey protein powder. The recipe calls for unflavored, but I use this. This creamy vanilla has a very good flavor. It gives it a really good flavor in the cake. So I use 1/3 cup of this. But they do make unflavored in this brand also if you want to do it unflavored. I just like the taste that the vanilla gives the cake. 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just using Himalayan salt. Okay, that's our dry ingredients, and we're just going to mix those together. We're going to set that aside. 1/2 cup of butter. This is a 1/2 cup. 1 stick is a 1/2 cup of butter. This has been sitting out, so it's a little soft. It should be softened. We're going to mix the butter with 3/4 cup of granular sweetener. I use this monk fruit sweetener with allulose. And I've got it measured out over here. I'm going to dump in the 3/4 cup. This is why you want your butter softened. Just want to beat it until it's light and fluffy, like that. Okay, the recipe calls for 4 egg whites, 4 large egg whites. I get these liquid egg whites from Sam's. This is the Members Mark brand, the Sam's brand. And on the back is a conversion chart. So 4 egg whites equals a 1/2 cup. So we're going to pour a 1/2 cup. All right, that's a 1/2 cup. Now we're going to beat these egg whites in. Next, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just want all that combined together really good. I'm going to get a rubber spatula, scrape down my bowl. As far as for the cake itself, the only thing I have left is we have 1/3 cup of water here. The recipe calls for 1/4 cup of water, but if the batter is too thick, it says to add a little bit more water. Now what we're going to do is going to pour in some of the almond flour. And we're going to do a little bit of the water. Like that. And we're going to pour in the rest of the dry ingredients. And a little bit more water. I'm going to leave just a little bit in the bottom. We may need it. We may not. We'll see. Still a little thick, so we're gonna pour the rest of that. That's 1/3 cup of water I ended up using. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna beat this, get everything well combined. Now we're gonna divide this. Half goes in each pan. Move some of this stuff out of my way. Try to make it even, or you're gonna have a lopsided cake. But lopsided cakes are good too. Do this one. These are going in our 325-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. We'll check them here in about 20 minutes. I'll set my timer. The cake is baking. I'm going to get some lemon juice, and I need to get some lemon zest. I need 2.5 tablespoons of lemon zest. If you don't have a good zester, I suggest you get one if you're going to be doing a lot of baking at home. I can tell you right now, the ones from the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General are not that good. I've had both, and I've not had very good luck with those. And when I zest a lemon, I just get the yellow. I don't go down to the white because the white gets bitter. Okay, I'm not going to measure that. I think that's good. It's probably a little closer to 2 tablespoons. I like the lemon flavor, so a little more is not going to hurt anything. Okay, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of freshly juiced lemon. And I'm just going to squeeze them in my hands. If you want to do them with your little juice thingy, go ahead. I don't have one. And I think it's good exercise for my hands. So 1 lemon, that lemon has about 1.5 tablespoons. We need 3 tablespoons, so we're going to do 1 more and see if we get 3 tablespoons. Let's see where we are. Look at there. Exactly 3 tablespoons. So that was the juice of 2 lemons. Also, we're going to use 8 ounces of cream cheese. This has been sitting out for a little while, so it's a little soft. We want it softened. There's my timer. It's been 20 minutes. So I'm going to check the cake. All right. So the top should be good and firm. This isn't, the center is still a little soft. So we're going to cook it an additional 5 minutes. Okay, for the filling, we have 8 ounces of cream cheese, 3/4 a cup of powdered sugar substitute, and you could take any granular sugar substitute, put it in a high-speed blender, and it will turn it into powdered sugar. We've got 3/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream, and then we have our 2.5 tablespoons of lemon zest and 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. So what we're going to do is we're going to get my hand mixer back out here. I had to wash the beaters. And we are going to mix this cream cheese until it's smooth. See, it's soft, so it won't take long. We're going to take 1/2 cup of this powdered sugar substitute. There's still going to be some left over there. We just need 1/2 cup for this. We're going to mix it in with the cream cheese. You want to start off on low because your powdered sugar will go everywhere if you don't. Okay, this is what the cake should look like. It's ready to come out of the oven. We're going to let these 2 cakes cool completely. I'm getting all kinds of interruptions trying to do this video. That was my husband's cardiologist calling. Okay, and then the mailman came and the dogs were going crazy, so I had to wait for that to go by. So anyway, we've got the cream cheese, 1/2 cup of the powdered sugar substitute. We're going to put our lemon zest in here and our lemon juice. We're going to blend all this together. Are you kidding me? My battery's dead. Oh, there it goes. That smells delicious. This just lemony, smells so good. Okay, I need another bowl. This cake does take a lot of dishes, but it's worth it. We're going to set that to the side. Next, we're going to pour 3/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream. There goes the phone again. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. If it wasn't a doctor's office, I would have ignored it, but had to make sure we had the right information. Okay, so we're going to do the 3/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream and the rest of the sugar substitute, the powdered sugar substitute we have. So that's probably about 1/4 a cup. I am so messed up today, y'all. I didn't even put those in there good. I keep getting interrupted and I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, let's try that again. It should turn into whipped topping. So it's in about 3 minutes. We just want to make sure it holds stiff peaks, if you can hear anything I'm saying. Now, we're going to fold this into the lemon stuff. Get our lemon filling back. We're going to mix our whipped topping in with it, and we're going to make this all good and creamy. It's going to be a lemon cream filling. And then I'm going to stick this in the fridge until the cake cools. Okay, next step, we're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to make the crumble that's going to go on the outside of the cake. So I'm going to go stick this on the stove and melt it. I'm going to zest some more lemon. I need 2 more teaspoons of zest. Also going to juice another lemon because I'm going to need some lemon juice to go in my blueberry sauce. This really is not a hard cake to make. It's just you've got a lot of steps and you just have to follow them. But if you follow the steps, it's not hard. It doesn't really take that long. The cake only takes 25 minutes to cook. Just don't let all the steps intimidate you. Just go and do one step at a time. You're going to add 1/3 cup of almond flour. You want 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar substitute, 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You just want to mix it all together and it should turn into like a crumble. And if it's not crumbly enough, you can add a little bit more almond flour, which I'm going to do because it's a little too soft. I'm just going to do a couple more tablespoons of almond flour. If you get your fork and you just kind of separate it all, it'll be more crumbly. Okay, now I'm going to put the cake together, but I wanted to show y'all my cake plate. Isn't that pretty? This is a vintage Atlas beehive dome cake plate. It's from 1941. My mother-in-law had it. I'm pretty sure it belonged to her mom. All right, you want to make sure your cakes are completely cooled. You ought to be able to hold them, no problem. Make sure everything's cool. You want to go around the edge and loosen it up. Almond flour cakes they can be very crumbly. So you want to make sure everything's good and loosened before you try to take it out of the pan. Here we go. Let's pull off the parchment paper. We're going to take about half of this and spread it. Same thing with this one. Just go all the way around it. Loosen everything up. Got a little bit of that cream on my fingers and ooh, it tastes so good. Oh, I got so much to clean in my kitchen and my dishwasher don't work, so I'm having to do everything by hand. Which is all right. I listen to my audiobook while I'm cleaning the kitchen. Okay, this is going to go around the sides. We're not going to put it on the top. I think a spoon might work better for this. Just put it on the back of your spoon. Yeah, that works better. Just get you a spoon and put it on the back of the spoon and go around the outside of your cake. I've gone around the cake. Now, we're going to put our crumble on the sides of it. So you're just going to take your hand and just kind of press that crumble into the frosting on the side. Now, after we get all this done, if you want it just be a lemon cream cake, you just get a little bit of that powdered sugar substitute and you just sprinkle it over the top and have it just a powdered sugar top. If you want blueberry, then you want to make your blueberry sauce, which I'm going to make. And this is going to go in the refrigerator, This is going to go in the refrigerator for an hour because it needs to firm up. And then when I take it out of the fridge, we'll put some blueberry topping on it. Clean it up a little. You just go around it with a paper towel. Kind of clean up your cake plate a little. Like that. And all this extra, you can like sprinkle it on the top if you want. Doesn't matter. It'll be good. Blueberry crumble. Have it up there and the blueberries up there with it. See, that's what the sides look like. With that crumble all up in that lemon cream. I've got a pint of blueberries. I have washed those. This is 1/4 cup of granular sugar substitute. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name's Chastity. I don't know if I've already told y'all that. The dog that's in there barking at the UPS truck, that is Bobbi Jo. The channel's named after Bobbi Jo, not me. So a lot of people think my name's Bobbi Jo, but it's not. My name's Chastity. You can call me Chaz. Bobbi Jo is the dog. She helps when I cook doggy treats. Okay, you're on 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's a little over 2 tablespoons, but that'll be all right. And a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. It's a thickener if you aren't familiar with it. We're going to mix all this together. We're going to put it on the stove on medium heat. We're going to cook it, stirring it every so often until it thickens into a sauce. Okay, here's our blueberry sauce. So I'm going to let it cool off, and we're going to let the cake stay in the fridge for an hour or so. Okay, it's been a few hours. It's been in the fridge. And I think I'm just going to spread the blueberry across the top. Okay, and I sprayed some of this zero sugar Ready Whip around it just because it's my birthday and I wanted some whipped topping too. Okay, Steve's going to do a quick review of the cake.